Everybody seems to be into the drama.
Yeah.
They really do. Chuck's kind of mad at we have it. Welcome to Tech Tuesday, by the way. It's kind of a Tech Tuesday. He's looking at the notes and what I'm going to talk about, and he goes, "So we don't have a Tech Tuesday tonight?" I go, "Yeah, we do. We're gonna talk about Corvette and tell some stories." But speaking of the drama, I had that one video taken down from General Motors, and it was almost a blessing in disguise because now it confirms what I said is true. Because if it wasn't, then they wouldn't take the video down. It's funny, all kinds of people are talking about that, and just for the record, no jobs were lost in that. I saw the email direct from the Corvette team. They actually paid me a nice compliment. I appreciate that, but I understand because some things were a little too close to the chest and weren't officially announced, they wanted that video taken down, so we did comply as a Chevrolet dealership. But thanks for the understanding and thanks for the support, and get ready for some surprises coming for 2027.
I don't even want to know.
He keeps reminding me of the story when we were at Pahrump. The C8 training. Might as well have a conversation with you guys. And by the way, let me just start off by saying, because I am in Christmas attire, Merry Christmas to you guys and you too, my friend.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Rick?
Absolutely. So we're going back to talking about the LS6 thing and how Ricky got in trouble and thrown in GM jail. Did you see my picture, my GM jail picture? That was cute, wasn't it? And he goes, "I wouldn't have believed it if I didn't see it myself." And it was weird time for C8 launching, and they just got these cars at Runfellow, so they're under scrutiny. You can do this, you can't do this. I mean, they can barely drive the gosh darn cars, and they're trying to teach us how to drive them, but yet they weren't allowed to drive them. It was like, well, what are we doing? So anyways, we finally get to dealer training, and one class, well, you guys can take pictures of this, but you can't share it. You can film this, but you can share it later after the embargo date. Huh? You can't take pictures here. Yes, you can film here. No, you can't here. Each class was different. We finally got to the one class, and I said, "Hey, this was the gift that you guys get when you buy the car. It takes anywhere from 2 months to a year to get after your purchase, but still super cool. Got your VIN on it and that kind of thing. It's like molded the color of your car." And I'd asked the lady, I said, "Here, can I take a picture of this?" And she said, "Yes." I said, "Can I post it on my Facebook?" It wasn't 10 minutes. What happened after that?
Oh, well, we were in the tent getting ready, putting our helmets and stuff on, getting ready to go out on the track, and a gentleman appeared at the door and went, "Yeah, I'm looking for Rick Conti." I went, "Oh, yeah, here we go."
It was quite a conversation. There was a lot of confusion. And the frustrating thing about that is because it was so confusing, and yet we paid to be there for that class, but yet I understand. But I'm like, wait a minute, here it is December, you guys released the car in July. We paid and had the car and the tour at our dealership in like September, I think it was. What's the secret here? I don't understand what was going on. It was really, really frustrating, and we had a discussion.
Okay.
Chuck was only worried about if I was going to get escorted off the place, and he goes, "I just want to ride to the airport."
Yeah, am I going to have to walk
Where's
back
Rick?
to the airport?
So it was crazy, but it was all in the effort and the commitment, just like the LS6 thing that we talked about the other day. It's my commitment to you guys to give you the right information, and I tell you, in a different situation because I am a dealer representative, but so hard I want to get you guys excited about what's going on now, but what's coming the best we can without really hurting the team, because they have some great announcements, and like I said, there are some surprises coming for 27, so I'm going to leave that for the team to announce that, so stay tuned. So you could wait for the next best thing before you buy a Corvette. And if you use that same mindset with your phones, you would never have a phone because there's always a better one coming next week. So that's great. Let's live for today. Let's enjoy today. Let's appreciate the car we have today. And as news comes available and is official, we'll share it with you guys. But it's neat to see that the team is always pushing the car further, that there is a lot of stuff coming. There's no doubt about it. I know you do have a couple of emails. I got a couple quick announcements too, if I may. I want you guys to look at this real quick. This is a car capsule that I saw at Paragon a couple of years ago. This is a demo car capsule. This thing is just impressive how supportive it is in case something would fall on it, but it's actually airtight. You drive in it. There's stuff on the floor. This is normally a $4,200 unit. I'll put Corey's email up here if you guys want to reach out to him. It's on sale for $2,500. I'm hoping that it's still available and one of you guys can take advantage of it by the time we posted this video tonight. So check that out at our friends at Paragon Performance. One more quick announcement, Chuck. I got to remind folks because the end of the year is closing, and so is our contest with our friends at Solar Performance. You have a chance to win the throttle controller and a throttle body. There's a link down below in the very first comment. All you need is your name and email address. Now that controller, it'll work on a C6, a C7, and a C8. The throttle body is a 91 millimeter. It's good for a Stingray or an E-Ray in the C8, and you guys are going to love it. Also, too, keep in mind, if you're buying anything from Solar Performance, use RIC5 at checkout. That controller is the best, most affordable mod on your car. The enhancement is incredible to the accelerator, but the bonuses, and really the key why I got it, and a lot of you guys get it, is to lock that up on your car, to lock up the accelerator. If somebody breaks into the car, say they start the car, they can't drive the car away if you got the Solar Performance throttle controller on there. Also got another tip on that on Tech Tuesday, talking here in just a moment, so stay tuned for that. And one more contest that's ending in just a few days. It's the one we wait for every year. It is the Corvette Dream Giveaway. I'm entered in this one too. It is amazing. A chance to win these 2 Corvettes, $60,000 in cash, and a lift for your Corvettes. You get 5 times the entries. Man, those extra chances, they could make the difference for you guys to win these 2 cars. If you spend $25 or more, you get 5 times the entries. Check out the link that's in the very first comment down below. And we do have a beautiful ride segment coming up for you guys after our Corvette conversation and a few Tech Tuesday questions. I think you actually do have a relative Tech Tuesday email there, is that right?
Yeah, a couple.
Okay.
This one comes from Marty. It says, I am in process of ordering a C8 Stingray, and I'm undecided between getting a coupe or a convertible. I like the look and the open-air design of the convertible. However, I have concerns about the long-term durability and reliability of the HTC mechanical and electronic features. I have seen several online posts reporting problems with those features. I tried to take what I read on the internet with a grain of salt, but I have concerns. Can you and Chuck speak to any known issues and possible improvement that GM's made? Also, can Chuck speak to what he's read about being no easily accessible manual override for opening and closing the top in the event of failure?
A few things we can talk about in regards to this.
Sure. I think the biggest thing is they've went to a mechanical instead of a hydraulic system,
right?
Which, in my mind, helps a lot because now, you know, back in the prior years, if one of the hydraulic lines blew, your car filled up with hydraulic fluid. So you don't have the hydraulic issue any longer. They went to a mechanical and electrical part. I mean, we're in the 6th model year. I think in 6 years, I've seen 4 issues with the convertible top, and they vary. One of them, the front latch was broke on. Another one was a wiring issue. Another one, the convertible top got out of sync. I mean, we haven't had any major failures.
Yeah, those cable things were part of the nacelle thing.
Well, yeah, the nacelle cables break. I mean, but as far as big issues, I haven't seen any. The second part of his question is, if it does break, yeah, there is no easily accessible manual opening or closing. It's a problem.
Yeah, and we're talking minimal issues. I mean, our store has delivered well over 1,000 C8s, and it's just a handful of things that you're talking about.
Right, and all minimal. Like I said, a chafed wire here, a latch here, you know, a nacelle cable broke there. Just certain things, but nothing major.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, right.
No problem on my car so far, and I love it. But he's right though. If you have I think one of the issues sometimes is caused by people not understanding to maintain the battery properly.
Correct.
You have no power in this car or enough power in the car. That's where you're going to have some issues. Or the other thing is too, you discovered that this morning. If it's too cold, people don't realize if it's too cold, the top will not operate under a certain temperature.
Right. It's a protective thing. If it's below a certain temperature, that they have it safeguarded so the top does not function, and that's just a temperature problem. And the other thing is, you know, just different things like people not cycling them all the way. They don't hold the button long enough to where it beeps and says
read
cycle
my mind
complete.
exactly. Or if they're doing it with their key fob and they're not watching for that second light to flash on the outside of the mirror, so the cycle's not complete. You may say, oh, the top looks like it's all the way down, and then you go about your way, but internally that stuff's still running. You come back in 3 hours and the battery's dead. Then you got a number of problems just besides the top itself. So that's exactly right. If you're inside the car using the button like Chuck said, or if you're using a key fob, make sure you're cycling it all the way. It'll tell you on the dash, folding top motion complete.
Correct.
Then you can let go of any buttons. You really have to do that all the way to do it properly.
Same way if you're using the remote. You have to wait
100%.
for the second light flash on the mirrors.
Yeah, and I think I've done it just as a demo, but I don't use it. Maybe you guys do, I don't know. It's cool to do, but I think it's kind of a pain in the butt to do at the car shows and stuff like that. I don't mind doing just the service mode just to show off the engine bay area, but the whole top thing, it's like, I'd rather just put it down inside the car and be done with it. But I mean, at least we have the flexibility to do
and
that.
It's, there's so many different things, ways to do it. Like I was demonstrating the top for a gentleman here just a little while ago. You to put the top down, you hit the unlock button twice and hold the button and put the top down. To put the engine cover up, you have to hit the lock button twice and hold the top button down, and it puts it in service mode. So, I mean, you got to hit the right combination for what you're trying to do, and then, yes, let it completely do the cycle.
Stuff's going to happen no matter what you get, okay? Right. So don't let that deter you away from getting the car.
No.
I'm seeing so many more people get convertibles, enjoy the versatility of that, where I talk about where you get fresh air versus open air. So you can have your rooftop up, but put the back window down, the side windows down, and the airflow through the car is so unique, unlike we've ever had before in Corvette, and certainly what you can't get on a C8 coupe. So enjoy the car, enjoy the purchase, maintain it properly, and you should be good. Like I said, the stuff we talk about, you see the problems tend to get glorified, over-glorified, and dramatized. Don't let that deter you away from enjoying the car, seriously.
No, and whichever way you decide, coupe or convertible, either one's perfectly good vehicle, so.
Can I talk about one of my videos again real quick?
Sure.
I mean, we're so into information and experiences and drama and what's coming next. I just got to promote my video one more time of jumping that RC car over my car. You guys have no idea what a big deal that was. You saw the practice, you saw the real jump. Those were the only 2 times that I did that, and I was so proud of myself that I got that certificate from MIT for best angle and distance guessing, because that's all it freaking was. I just guessed it, had not a clue, man, and it was incredible. But so you guys understand my commitment to bring you content, and all the stuff that we talked about in addition to those things is entertainment. I had 15 real hours in that video for you guys, just so you understand that. And I'm proud of that because I don't see any other sales representative out there doing that kind of stuff. So support this channel if you would, subscribe, thumbs up the video, continue to engage like you do. You do a great job of that by leaving comments down below. I do appreciate that. What else you got there, buddy?
I think the second one you'll probably have to answer. It comes from Philip.
Okay.
He's concerned about a 1L, he's got L1 or 1LT Stingray.
Okay.
Can the base be ordered with natural colored seats on a special order override or such? An additional fee on configurator, it does not indicate the option for this color that I can see.
Yeah, no, that's a good question. We get that question a lot. Some people say, hey, I see this combo override, so I want to get a 2LT, but I want to get the 3LT stuff. No, it's within that package. It allows you combo overrides that they deem not recommended, like red seats with a yellow card, red seats with a green card, that kind of stuff. But 1LT, no, you have to go to 2LT or 2LZ to get any type of a natural component, all right? I do want to remind you guys this, if you're with us this long, and again, we enjoy talking with you. Next Tuesday is going to be his last Tech Tuesday for a few weeks.
Yes.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say what's going on. Sometimes that personal stuff is nobody's business, but I mean, I care about you. I'm hoping you're going to be okay. Got some stuff going on.
Yeah.
Got some stuff going on. He's going to be out for a few weeks, and keep him in your prayers.
Yes, please.
Because stuff can happen, all right? So we don't want anything to happen, Like Chuck always says, it's not a problem till it's a problem. I don't want to hear that freaking call from the doctor. So last minute call to get real Tech Tuesday questions in. Email address is up on the screen. How to use something on the car, how to fix something on your car. Surprisingly, we have this is not by accident, we don't have any DCT questions this week.
Okay.
Imagine that. Chuck's like, okay, goody. And we tease about that, but it is so important as we talk about it and extend the conversations beyond your questions. You guys realize, you know what, this does need to be talked about on a regular basis, and we tend to do that. Unfortunately, this week we don't have it.
I just had one today from our used car manager.
Okay.
We had an
yes, okay, so here we do have one. I apologize, but this is good.
An in-stock used vehicle, a 2021 C8 that the gentleman was thinking possibly about purchasing today.
Okay.
And the used car manager was trying to explain to him about his DCT transmission flush that he would possibly have to do until he talked to me. And I told him, no, we already did that.
Right.
During the used car inspection.
Because it was in
Why?
21, right?
Yes. Why? Because the car was more than 3 years old and needed to be done. Even though it only had 800 miles on it, it had passed the 3-year threshold. So to keep the warranty good on the car, we went ahead and did the transmission fluid exchange with 800 miles on it, because that's what GM recommends that be done. And we did it.
We've talked about it before. You had a guy in here, 3 years old, I think he had 4,400 miles on the car, bitched and moaned the whole time. Oh my gosh, this is required maintenance on this car that you purchased. Take care of it properly. We did it. He called me about an hour after he left, and he says, you know what? He goes, really didn't like doing it, didn't like spending the money, but you know what? He goes, the car actually drives better. He goes, it's really crazy how much smoother it is. I said, see, there is something to that. More business news for you guys. We did a video last week talking about a price increase for Corvette. In case you missed that, all models got a $500 increase on the destination. ZR1, and we assume, because it wasn't in the pricing sheets that I had, ZR1 and ZR1X will get a $1,600 base price increase and the $500 destination. There was a little confusion on that. Everybody thought all the other models had an increase. It's only ZR1 on the base price, probably ZR1X, but everything got a $500 destination increase up to $2,495. So keep in mind, if you're going to take a car across the street to the National Corvette Museum, that's a separate entity. It's now $4,000 to do a museum delivery. That leads me to my next thing. There is going to, if you look at this slide here, the plant tours are going to be limited. Believe it or not, we're fast approaching the end of C8. So what's happening? They're working on C9 stuff. That's going to interrupt plant tours that you can't get in there to see your car built. And if you can, it really is an incredible component to appreciate how this car comes together. I've been through there so many times, and every time I go through it, I am mesmerized. Have you ever been through the plant, Chuck? Oh my gosh, you could do it. Okay, so look at this slide here, guys. These are the dates that are available. Go to the Corvette Museum plant tour page to book your tour for a National Corvette Museum delivery tour. More business news. And it's funny, I was just on another thing I want to talk about too, and I need your help on in regards to Sunday's video. I was showing off the spec of that asymmetrical car for LaShawn and Jackie they picked up. We'll show you the real delivery coming up real soon, but I had mentioned that, and I'm shocked that we have not been able to get the side inlet grill guards from Scrape Armor for E-Rays and Z06s. Shocked. GM just announced there's going to be a new it's going to be a package where you can get the front grill guards and the side inlets. That'll be a PCQ code, and then there's a separate code if you just want to order them independently. It'll be VWT. Now the VWE is the front grill guard radiator protection. So I don't have pricing on that. If I do, I'll jump in here and cut that back in before the upload actually gets edited for you guys. But this was an announcement on Monday. Wanted to share that with you guys right away. I don't know why it took so long. And we talk about this at the end of the year, looking at 25 statistics. Our store orders, because he'll say to me, he goes, did you not order this car? Because 99.9% of our cars ordered has front grill guards on it. And I just figured, everybody was doing the same thing, and we see this constant notes and memos. Sorry, these are on back order, these are on back order. But nationally, they only did 16%. All dealers did 16% grill guards. So if it's only 16%, how is that on back order? So Scrape Armor need to step it up and keep it up, you know what I mean? But this is great to hear that we can get those side inlets now, because everybody's been buying them direct from Scrape Armor, been getting them from Paragon, been getting them from the National Corvette Museum. Soon we can order them on the car. We've got an order cycle that we're finishing tonight for December, and as of tonight, this PCQ and the VWT are not in there, so they cannot be ordered in this particular cycle. But I would imagine they'll populate for the January cycle. So again, going back to the video on Sunday, thank you so much. Great feedback from you guys. Everybody really involved in the asymmetrical package. And hey, Rick, you're right on the seatbelt. I saw the seatbelt. And some of you guys had some really neat ideas. Some of you guys had some really nutty ideas. One question I have for you, the customer actually said the same thing too. Is it easy or hard? It's not impossible to change out the actual seatbelt mechanism. Now we've had seatbelt recalls and stuff like that. Now they have a convertible, and I know one of these models, it's almost a real pain in the neck to do. Not impossible, but a little bit more involved. What's your feedback on that?
You remember the customer with the C7?
I was going to tell that story. Okay, okay, more stories for you guys. It's great. It just, you know what? This reminds me of the line you said last week. You guys all like to eat the sausage. You don't like to see how it's made.
Correct.
So something happened when we needed to change the seatbelt out. The car came in for the guy, local guy, Jim, if you're watching, how you doing? Scared the living crap out of him. And this is when you were up in the other building. So this goes way back. So before we get to the actual question, and he's got everything taken. He's got the seats out. He's got, and you've got everything laid out on the ground. So I'm just, this is what I do every day. Nobody, hey, come on back, look at your car. Man, welcome on back. And he comes back, and the guy about has a freaking coronary.
Yes.
And sees his car like that. And he went, what are you doing? I said, well, we're getting seatbelt. Now the wrong seatbelt came in. We're going to get it tomorrow morning. You're like, just put it back together. I don't want anything to do with this. I'm like, well, hell, we're right there. We're almost done now. But no, he wanted it all put back together. So now I'm discretionary and showing you guys your cars in that manner. I mean, he really flipped.
Yeah, he freaked out.
He did. Like Chuck says, you all like the sausage. You don't like to see how it's made.
No. But anyway.
So anyways, back to C8. Changing out the seatbelts. Advisable, hard, one model over the next.
If it's a convertible, it's not too bad.
Right.
I mean, the convertibles are way easier. If it's a coupe, much like the C7, the rear trim's got to come out of the car to get the coupe in and out. The coupes are really terrible.
Wow.
But
do you still take the seat out like you did before?
No.
No? Okay, so you don't have to do
seats don't have to come out, but they have to go all the way forward and tilted all the way up. But all the trim has to come out of the back to get to the seat belts on a coupe. On a convertible, you can take the seat belt loose and kind of poke it through the trim, and it comes out the back side.
Yeah.
On a coupe, they have to go out the front side, which is the reason you got to take all the rear trim out of the car.
Yeah. I mean, it's not impossible. It's just labor intensive.
Very labor intensive.
Yeah. I mean, this whole car is labor intensive.
Well, of course. Yes.
Yeah. Welcome to mid-engine.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's all right. You guys have a great night. Have a wonderful holiday. Thank you so much for all the support this year. Again, get your last-minute questions in for our last Tech Tuesday. I'll probably still try to do some form of Tech Tuesday. Even it won't be the same without Chuck, unless you want to call in from the couch, which I might do. We'll talk about that off camera. It's like, hey, put on my speakerphone, just never know. That's right. Just wishing you the best on your procedure. But email us any questions for Tech Tuesday for next week before Chuck leaves us for just a few weeks, and he'll be back probably I think the third week of January is when you're coming back.
Yeah, I'll be back the 19th, Monday the 19th.
Okay, so
back.
So you'll be the 20th. Okay,
yeah.
Fantastic. All right, you guys, thank you again for everything. Don't forget to check out those links down below in the very first comments. There's some contests, there's some giveaways, there's information, there's videos on how he did the solar performance throttle controller. A lot of you guys saw that video for Chuck did. He said, hey, you know what, that's a heck of a lot easier. I'm doing that, so definitely check that out. If you got any other questions on the install, on the product itself, and I apologize, there's more things that I'm talking about. Just a lot of little mishmash today. In regards to the solar performance, my first experience, and Joe and I had talked about this before, if you had a husband and wife who wanted both to have the app on their phone, you know, hooked up to the device, so they can unlock it. Now, I did that for Jackie and LaShawn. What I had to do, though, is once I synced up his, I had to turn the car off. He had to turn his Bluetooth off so I could do hers. So you couldn't have them simultaneously on. You know, if something happened and he lost his phone. So I guess if he didn't have his phone and she had her phone and the Bluetooth was on, then it acknowledged the system. But I had to shut the whole thing down, put it in that service mode or whatever it is you call it, or accessory mode, to sync that up for her. So it was a little bit of back and forth to get that done, but it is possible to do. I've never physically done it with a husband and wife, but we did that this past week. And so like Joe told us, it is doable. Just have to do it in the right manner and understanding going forward how you're going to access it. I mean, if you're both in the car, only one phone is going to be accessible to that device itself, all right?
Too young, and I didn't understand that you were the one, and I can't wait to see you Hindsight is fleeting, oh, and your heart's bleeding, and all you can see is red, till you discover It is within each other to forgive and make amends. If I had known then what I know now, I wouldn't have said what I said. I took the long road, thought I'd be better on my own. Sometimes what's right is wrong instead. 'Cause I was too young, and I didn't understand that you were the one. And I can't wait to see you again. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. 'Cause I was too young, and I didn't understand that you